When I think about coaching to motivate and getting results through others, we talked a bit about some of the tactics that you're using, but listen to their story. Work closely with them as individuals. Understand what makes them tick. I like to think about understanding them and understanding what their obstacles are using your head, your heart, and your gut. I want to give you an example of that. And if you leave with anything today, this is a good one. Because I coach a lot of executive leaders in a variety of industries. And they all think with their head. They don't think with their heart or think with their gut. And we can make great decisions every day if we can put all three of those together. So you might have to say, hold on a second, I got to go to the bathroom. And come back and collect your thoughts. This is about responding to people instead of reacting to people. This is great coaching advice. Jane comes into your office, and she sits down, and she's in tears. And she's crying because she's upset because she didn't meet her quota that month. And she's afraid that something's going to happen. And you sit there and think, God, what's she crying for? Can't believe what a baby she is. Get out of my office. I'm busy. You didn't meet your numbers. That's just the way it is. Get over it. That's your head. But if you're looking at Jane and she's crying and you're going to use your heart, then what might you do? Jane, what's going on? Tell me about it. Is there something that I need to know about? Is there something going on at home? Or what's happening? Completely different conversation because you're using your heart. And then you kind of go with your gut before you respond. That'll get you so much closer to your people and really understanding what their needs are. Because all about motivating people is really understanding what their needs are and what their wants are and figuring all that out and getting them there. I had this great boss at Corporate Express. He was terrific. And he understood what motivated me and what I needed. And I worked my tail off. And I had babies at home. I had kids that needed their mama and, husband that wanted dinner on the table. And I was working constantly, traveling a lot. We had 600,000 square miles for next day delivery. Or they said they did. Never really happened. But I remember one day I came back from a road trip, the windshield for days. Came back in the office, and he walked in and he said, you know what? I just think that you're doing a great job for our company. And I want you to leave early. You're working too many hours. And take your kids out for dinner tonight and put it on the business card and just turn it in because you really deserve that. I was like high for 6 months, right? That guy was great. And what did that cost him? What did that take? Find out what's important to your people. He knew my kids were important. He knew I had to go home and cook dinner. He knew I'd been working my tail off.